Hello everybody, my name is SpeZy, and yep, it's that time again. The next MCC is fast approaching, this time being MCC 26. So today, I'm going to be sharing with you my team placement predictions. Please just remember that these are just predictions and something I say in this video will be wrong. So instead of just disliking, make sure to leave a comment below telling me your predictions. And without further ado, please enjoy my team predictions for MCC 26. Number 10, the Red Ravens. Yep, we're starting off with a controversial pick, as I put Tommy and the captain in last. The Red Ravens of MCC 26 includes Tommy in it, Captain Sparkles, Finster, and Jack Manifold. Now, before you start throwing rocks at your TV screen, I would like to point out that all of the teams in this event are very close together in skill, and I truly believe that all teams can take the crown. But if I had to put my money anywhere, I probably would not choose the Red Ravens, because I mainly believe that this team will be playing for content and not really trying to take the coin. Especially with Tommy, Jack, and Finster, who are all known to joke around during MCCs. And after that, let's just move on to my number 9 pick. Number 9, the Orange Oozes. It's at this point that I truly believe that we're getting into the teams who we could really see have a chance in taking the coin when we get into the Orange Oozes. The MCC 26 Orange Oozes includes Tapple, Bad Boy Halo, Skeppy, and Spifey. First of all, we know that this team will have very good chemistry, as a team with Tapple, Skeppy, Bad Boy Halo, and Captain Puffy appeared in MCC 14, so we're getting 3/4 of that. Not only this, but Skeppy and Bad Boy Halo have also been teamed in all of the events that they've both been in. So this means that communication games should be on lock, and with all of the players basically specialising in PvP movement, you would think that this team would be very high up on the list. So this probably leaves you wondering, why is this team so low on the list? Firstly, I'd like to reiterate that I do believe that this team has a chance of getting first place in points. However, the reason I'm struggling to put them too high is the lack of major standout individuals on the team. So, whilst I think consistently as a team they can perform really well, I think there's a lack of a person who's really going to be able to shoot for the top spots other than Tapple on the whole team. And when you're in an event where there's lots of the strongest teams we've ever had combined yet, it's difficult to put them high when you're comparing them to S tiers. But I'll stop complaining and let's just move to my number 8 spot. Hello everybody, just post me cutting in here. The rest of the predictions were recorded after the games came out, so these are all my predictions after the games came out. Thank you. Number 8, the Green Goblins. Wow, another controversial pick, as I only put the Green Goblins in 8th place. Wow, I think every single pick on this list is going to be controversial at this rate. The MCC 26 Green Goblins includes Grian, CPK, Smallish Beans, and Wilbur Soot. In my opinion, this is the team that could vary the most between the event. You could see this team dominate and get first place, or get last place by 3,000 coins. But for now, I've chosen the latter. Now, the biggest reason that I'm not putting them higher is mainly because of the games that have been chosen for this event, and specifically, there being no build mart. Now, when I started building my predictions, one of the things I predicted was there to be a late build mart. But as you can see from the graphic I've popped up on the screen, build mart is not present at all in this event. And the game I predicted them to be second best at, Ace Race, is also not present in this event. And I think this can cause massive problems for this team. Aside from this, I think they'll do very well in communication and movement-based games, but for PvP games, I don't think they'll do as well. But after that controversy fest, I think we should just move on to my number 7 pick. Number 7, the Lime Liches. Okay, I am not saying that correctly. Once again, another team that I used to have high, but is now lower down the list because of the removal of Build Mart and Ace Race. The MCC 26 Lime Liches includes Cubfan, in the Littlewood, Pizza Hut, and Solidarity. Now, as I said earlier, the removal of Bilma is going to make this event tough for this team, so the Lichers will have a rocky road ahead of them if they want to make it to Dodgeball, but I 100% believe that they can do it. As for a game I think they'll do well at, I can see them dominating in Grid Runners, but for a game they're bad at, I could see them struggling with a game like Battlebox. And with that, I think that concludes my number 7 pick. Number 6. The Aqua Abominations. Coming in at number 6 is the Aqua Abominations, including Aimsy, H-Bomb, Smager, and Sylvie. Now, I hate to use repetition, but this is another team that suffers from the removal of Buildmart. In fact, in my first draft of my predictions on day 1 of the teams being announced, I actually had Aqua and Lime both in Dodgeball, but now they sit in 6th and 7th. However, the reason I put them above the other 2 teams is mainly because I believe that the Buildmart removal affects them the least out of those 3 teams, as this team still has an amazing game in Sands of Time. Now, this matters an incredible amount, as 2 of the other best Sands of Time players, Dream and Illumina, are both not in this event, meaning Aqua could have a massive win if this is played near the end of the event. However, because of Sands of Time being skipped last event, I personally believe that people might try to pick it early, which means that this team would only get a fraction of the coins that they could potentially achieve. So we can definitely consider this team a worthy Dodgeball contender, and let's just move into my number 5 pick. Number 5. The Cyan Centipedes. Now, did someone say PvP and communication? Well, you must be talking about the Cyan Centipedes of MCC 26. This 75% Crimson Kraken team includes Kara Corvus, Krinios, Kratzy, and Rygai Rocky. Now, if I'm being honest, this team has very similar structure to the team of the Aqua Abominations. So I actually don't have a lot to comment on other than the fact that they're an amazing team. For a game that I think they'll be good at, I could see them dominating Battlebox. And for a game they might struggle with, personally, I think that Rocket Spleef Rush could give them some troubles. And that just about concludes the Cyan Centipedes as we move into my number 4 spot. Number 4. The Fuchsia Frankensteins. Now, if I'm being honest, it's hard to say where I really place this team here. Maybe it's because they're godly it to get to the other side. And with that, the Fuchsia Frankensteins of MCC 26 includes Blushy, Purpled, Rambo, and Slimecicle. Now, if you think I placed this team here just because Rambo is known for getting 3rd and 4th, and Slimecicle's only ever got 4th in his one event that he played, then you're absolutely correct, because that's exactly why I'm placing them here. Jokes aside, this team is absolutely incredible, and I can see them dominating in PvP and movement. Now, with only 3 teams left, and only 1 team left that I can pick to win, I'm sure you're all dying to know who I've picked next. Either that, or you're sat in your bed on your phone, skipping to the end to see who I put for number 2 and 1. But then you won't be hearing this, so let's just move on to the team, who I've sadly chose to miss out on Dodgebolt. Number 3. The Blue Banshees. Yep, sadly for them, at number 3, I have the Blue Banshees. The MCC 26 Blue Banshees includes Foolish Gamers, Puns, Tubbo, and Gumi. I would personally like to once again reiterate that I believe this will be the closest event yet, and I genuinely believe that the last place team could only be a couple thousand points away from the first place team. So these teams could all be really, really close. And if the Blue Banshees want to sneak into Dodgeball, they'll definitely want to be playing PvP games like Sky Battle and Battlebox, alongside movement games like Rocket Spleef Rush and To Get to the Other Side. But for my personal predictions, I sadly don't think this will be enough to get them into Dodgeball, as they sadly fall short to number 2, the Mustard Mummies. I suppose I must believe in Sapnap and Ginelli 100% Halloween Dodgebolt rate, as the team of the Mustard Mummies includes Sapnap, 5UP, Michael McChill, and Ginelli. This might be the most rounded team in the whole event, with Sapnap on PvP, 5UP and Ginelli on communication, and Michael McShill on the event not having Ace Race this time. I mean, this team really does just have it all. Now, if you've been keeping track, you might know what the number 1 spot is, so I think it's time to reveal the number 1 pick. My prediction for who will take the MCC 26 winning dodgeball shot is... Number 1. The Violet Vampires. Yes, that's right. The Violet Vampires of MCC 26 are the team that I predict to take the coin. This incredible team includes Fruitberries, Filza, Shubble, and the Orion Sound. And there it is. Those are my team predictions for MCC 26. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below on your thoughts and opinions. Goodbye!